Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Chance and today we're going to be building the Great Pyramids out of 500 graham crackers because, well, let's be real, it just sounds like an awesome idea, right? Anyways, much like the last build, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment on what your favorite part of the build is, and of course subscribe for more awesome content from yours truly, because these builds, well, they don't just pop up out of nowhere, you know, they take time and effort, so if nothing else, enjoy. Now, unlike last time, I'm going to learn from my mistakes and put down a little protective layer to build this whole thing in, because when you're dealing with a whole lot of sweet stuff and you live in the country, well, let's not lie, you're going to attract a whole lot of ants, and I had a lot of cleanup after last time. So to start us out, I got this box from work, which is wax lined, meaning, you know, liquids and stuff shouldn't be able to fall through it. And then to be extra cautious, I placed a trash bag inside of it because, well, again, I don't want to be cleaning stuff up for as much time as what I spent building it. Now, we're not just going to be using honey-made graham crackers because, well, if you go to the store, you'll realize that they cost twice as much as just the store brand, and that's kind of ridiculous. So we got honey-mades for the building process, but as far as the crunching stuff down, well, we can just use Kroger or Walmart brand for that. And just like magic, we have a whole bowl of graham cracker crust. And just like the golden grains in Egypt, we have golden grams here in our bowl. In order to get a malleable but tough base for the build, I wanted to mix in a little bit of butter, so here I have half a stick, and a little bit of peanut butter. I would end up going back later and adding in a whole nother stick of butter because, well, you know, I grew up on it. It's alright. It's pretty much flowing through my blood at this point. Anyways, after a lot of tossing, I got the mixture to a point that I enjoyed. I could make solid objects and, well, they'd pretty much stay unless I crumpled them with my hands. After this, it was time to put the graham cracker crust in a pan and stick it in the fridge. I wanted it to be a little rigid. As we learned with the last build, things are a little bit better when rigid. So this way it would give me a solid base, flat surface to build upon, and it would look, well, sort of like the underdirt, if you could imagine. About 3 hours later, we return, take the pan, flip it over just like a pro chef would. Completely confident that I wouldn't break any pieces on the flip. That's why I got myself prepared for this whole 10 to 15 seconds. And, well, ended up breaking the corner anyways. And my first idea on how I was going to get the graham crackers to stay standing was to carve out a little bit of an indentation into the graham cracker crust, then simply set them down in there. Seemed pretty simple. And if you're working with clay or Play-Doh, it works pretty much the same, right? You can build it up on the sides and it'll pretty much stay standing. And much like a house of cards, as long as you lean them into itself, then, you know, physics, right? However, the graham cracker crust had gotten a little too hard while in the fridge, so it ended up cracking and breaking more often than actually sticking together and holding the graham crackers together. Also, I had to end up drawing perfectly straight lines of where the graham crackers would be, and, well, you know, I'm human, so I'm not going to be able to do anything perfect. But because I'm resourceful, I got the peanut butter that we had used within the graham cracker crust and started lining the bottom of the graham crackers. So if you think about it, it's just like brick and mortar, right? You place down the stuff that's going to stick it together, then place the brick on top, and, well, because it's adhesive, and when it dries, it'll get a little more stiff, right? My schematics, as you can see on the left side of your screen, included laying out 5 graham crackers, 3 going across, 2 on each side, then stacking 2 more graham crackers flat on top of that, and another little graham cracker square on top of that, essentially building a square pyramid with inside the triangle pyramid? with inside the pyramid that I would actually end up building. This way I could just lean other graham crackers up against it, much like a lean-to, after carving out the shapes of them, and, well, you get the same aesthetic, right? When it comes to carving fine details into really breakable crackers, the best tool in your arsenal is a butter knife. Just do it low, slow, and, well, eventually it'll saw straight through, right? Just make sure your finger's not on the other side and that you have feeling in your finger, so if you do hit it, you can at least realize it before a bad situation happens. Anyways, on the lighter side of things, I had to do this for 8 whole graham cracker sheets. Apparently that's what they're called. You know, the graham crackers together are called sheets. I kind of like that. Lay me down at night and just cover me in one. Anyways, much like the base of the build, I was sticking the sides together with peanut butter because, well, at this point I'd just fallen in love with graham crackers and peanut butter, and not gonna lie, it made for a delicious snack while I was working. The hardest part of the build actually came in these little corner areas that you see. Not gonna lie, trying to make a corner, you know, fit into a graham cracker crust, it seemed almost impossible at first, but then I used my intelligence to carve out a triangle from the squares. Look at that, beat you geometry. So again, after going around to all 4 sides and doing this, we had, well, the base and majority of the pyramid done. All we needed was the very tip top. I kept going back and forth on whether I wanted to do it in the old style, whether they had it basically a crown encrusted or gilded. You know, I didn't really know what the actual technique to create the original pyramids was at the top, but I kind of liked the idea of it, so I went for an ornamental piece here. After building the large pyramid, the tiny one was going to be, well, twice as easy in my mind, because, you know, half as much building materials and less stuff to worry about falling in on itself. My idea was to take the large pyramid and half the size of it entirely, from the graham crackers on the inside to the graham crackers on the outside. So for the large majority, we spent just recycling our steps. Sure, some of the graham crackers laid on their side instead of on their top end, but you know, again, peanut butter, stick it together, carve out the sides, carve out the top, and well, there you have it, a little mini pyramid. Not gonna lie, when I was building the top of this second pyramid though, I had a nuance about how to... Not gonna lie, when I was building this second pyramid though, I had a nuance on how to do the top of it. I could turn the graham cracker cookie sideways and then carve it that way. Ended up actually working much better, and you'll see in this final product here, the top comes completely together, looking, well, pretty much exactly like a pyramid. I know it's a little hard to tell with the contrast of the video, so we'll do some zooms here and there, that way you can see it a little more up close and personal. But we also have a whole lot of detailing bits left to do, and I think that'll really make the pyramids pop. Now, because I wanted to really set it in geographically, I had to go back through and add in enough graham cracker crust to the back end because I had planned on laying out a river. What's the Great Pyramids without the Nile, am I right? Also, if you saw the teaser picture, you saw a little bear floating in it. Don't worry, he's coming too. After adding all the crust and digging out the trench where the area... After adding all the crust and digging out the trench where the river would lie, I decided to come back through and add in a whole nother graham cracker crust on top. This time I wasn't going to mix any butter or peanut butter with it, that way I could just, you know, have the lighter color, sort of looking like the top sand that just gets blown around over in Egypt. Or, you know, as close as what I could represent it with graham crackers, that is. Alrighty, Alrighty, my golden graham grains have been added, and now it's time to pour the honey river. That's right, I mean, what goes better with graham crackers than a honey Nile river? This just sounds like such an awesome cocktail party dish. We're making the trifecta here. And after the Nile was added, all the top sand, it's time to add in the tours, because of course the pyramids are great, and well, they deserve to be acknowledged as so. This of course brings us to the end of a very good build. Get it? Because the graham cracker bears are the little people down there. Don't mind me as I'm snacking on one. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment on the comment section on what your favorite part of the build is, and if you have any ideas for future builds, let me know down there as well. For more awesome content from yours truly, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon that pops out afterwards. That way you're not a loser snoozing on awesome builds. Till next time everybody, remember to smile.